All right. This is my last shot at it. I wasted 7 minutes of Ryan Serhant's time, but I'm doing my best. We're here live. Let's try it one more time. Everybody's going to join us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Josh, everybody. Please tell me you can hear me. I'm switching off. Let's see what we got one more time. Looks good. Sounds good. All right. Let's get this. Please tell Ryan I'm sorry. Chuckie, can you go ahead and text him that we're... Got to go outside. I had to give up my office for my daughter taking a test, and that's where we're back. Sound is good. Can we get Ryan back on, everybody? Hey, Justin. Thank you. Please join me. Please, please, please. I'm back. All right, Samir. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. We're going to have a great guest on, and I'm trying to get him. Let's see if he can join me again. All righty. Hey, Mr. Dillion. Making it work, though. You got it. Positive persistence. There he is. This is going to work, Ryan. Trust me. All right. Here we go.
All right.
Yes.
I can see you're in a much better spot. Where are you?
I am out in my backyard now because my daughter's using my office, closet, guest room, whatever you want to call it anymore, studio for a test. She's a senior in college.
Got it. Nice.
Yeah. Thank you for your patience, man. I appreciate you getting on.
Yeah, of course. No problem. Thanks
So anyway, what's going on? I'm talking real estate because we have to get right to the point. No more pleasantries. I saved a bunch of cash, and I don't know, number one, when I should dive in. I know how to dive in, but I don't know, when this market's going to take its correction as far as real estate goes. And it seems like we have a whole different market, not as many seconds out there, no subprime lending. It's been a really short period of time. What are you telling people right now?
I mean, listen, every seller who is actively on the market with any piece of property right now is incredibly motivated. If they are still listed right now, they want to sell. Those are the sellers where you get the absolute best deals, right? The people that have been on the market for a year and just haven't gotten it done, they are not hopeful for the future, right? The history is going to repeat itself. So those are the best deals to get right now. So that's what I tell everybody. If you're looking in New York's been in a tough spot for like 4 years. So there's been good deals for a long time. But I honestly, I think kind of now-ish, probably through June is a great time to strike, because after that, once all the shelters in place kind of are let up, people go back to work slowly but surely. For the most part, people buying property are going to start to scoop things up. And when you start to scoop things up, whether they're really good deals or not, then you start to remove inventory. And when you remove inventory and the demand possibly even spikes, then you start to go into a pretty hot, healthy market. And then all the good deals are bad. So I would look at things right now that were sitting stale, whether it's multifamily, income producing, or even just residential. I mean, what we're telling all of our clients who are looking to move for themselves is, and all of our sellers, like, there is no better way to show somebody the importance of a nice home than by locking them in their current shitty one.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And interest rates are low regardless. And so if you're buying payments, right, we're super low, and you don't have to hit the bottom of the mortgage rates in order to get, I'm trying to lock in. For example, I have 2 daughters that are over 18, and I think as a first-time buyer, this is a great way to set them up for life, to use my savings to allow them to get their first home or multi-unit home in order to.
Such a nice dad.
They're not going to go back to college, so I'm taking all their. They keep taking that. But even moreover, one of the things I see is, I'm one of those people that lost over $100 million in real estate. I've lost properties. I don't see the same panic that people are going to lose their homes. People aren't so far underneath their homes like they were in 2008, where there's going to be millions of homes for sale because the bank owns them.
Yeah, no, this is very much a pause, the way we're really looking at it, right? Like in major cities, I mean, the market's been okay for a little while, but it hasn't been, stated income loans, lines out the door. Like, we don't have lines at open houses anymore unless we underprice something by hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. All of our deals are for the most part negotiated pretty heavily. It's in New York and some of the other major cities, it's been a buyer's market for quite some time. And so this is very much just a pause on that. And it's not what we went through in 2008. And 2008 was, I know it was 12 years ago, but it really, to most people, feels like it was 2 years ago, right? People still remember very, very deeply what that was like. And I think people have been very smart with their money coming out of it. No one with a one income is out there buying 3 properties just because they can. I think the only place where we're going to see some hurt are probably these Airbnb speculators. People who are buying cheap property all over, 6 houses because they could just rent them in Airbnb, and becoming kind of mini hoteliers. And that can be very tough if all of a sudden no one will come and stay in your place for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Can you carry that cost? Can you cover it? And what do you do? And I think what you're going to have, though, from a lot of people is they're just going to stop paying their loans. And so I know that one of the kind of stimulus packages that the Fed is looking at right now is just kind of for any federally, or in the last one too, any federally backed loan, you can request a deferment for up to 12 months. And so if people use this kind of the stimulus packages that have been provided, I think it'll pause a lot of heartache that we otherwise might see. But there's lots of good deals out there.
Yeah, and then just shift gears. I'm doing a free training on Friday about selling. And
awesome.
One of the things that surprised me about you when we first met is that you're not just a good-looking guy. Like, you're a serious sales guy. And I've been around this game a long time. You know your stuff. And in fact, I'm going to give you a big compliment, not to blow smoke up your ass, but all these people have come up with these BS sales programs and courses. You're the only one that comes up around my friends, associates, networks. They're like, you got to buy Ryan's program. It's the only program that's more valuable than it costs. It's priced way too cheap. And I'm not just saying that. I have tons of guys on here. I've never said it, but honestly, I'm going to do this 5 to Thrive thing, and you have such great perspective. Yeah. I need to get your top 3 tips on selling.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. I know one of them. One of them, I can tell them.
You can use the one you have in your pocket. I would say, listen, my number 1 tip to selling is don't focus on the sale. Okay. It is a watched pot never boils, right? It's very, very true. Everybody you meet, if you focus on the sale, if you push for the sale, if you're focused on the commission, it's not going to happen, right? So it's the power of positive energy, which brings me into tip number 2, which is people hate being sold, but they love shopping with friends. And so if you treat everybody like a friend and everyone's just a relationship, then they'll look to you as their advisor with the purchase that they were going to make anyway, except now they're going to make it with you because they're comfortable with what you're advising them to do, right? Because you haven't been pushing them. You're not selling them. That doesn't mean that you're going to sit back and be, like a tour guide, and you're just going to point at a bunch of things and not try to get a deal done, right? But you're going to be advising them on what they should do. Like right now, I'm telling you, if you're out there, if you've got cash, you don't have to buy anything, right? It's no skin off my back. But I think now is some great deals. Here's a couple of listings. They've been on the market. This guy for a year, this guy for 14 months, this guy over here. I talked to his agent. He needs to sell. His wife left him, whatever the situation might be. Listen, you need to take advantage of opportunity. And tip number 3 is a little bit more tactical. It's my 3 F's, which are follow up, follow through, follow back. Like, my secret sauce to sales is I will follow up with you until you die. And then at your funeral, I will make sure that I get to sell your house as an estate sale and then help your kids find new places where they can grieve.
You're amazing. You enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential.
Yeah.
I got to use some of these clips I do a free training on Friday. I'm going to do a sales one. But nice. My favorite still is when we met and you said, yeah, nobody wants to be sold. They want to go shopping with their friends. Yeah. I've taken that to heart because it does talk about energy and value. And you're a type of person from your training. And I think you have a new course coming out, someone told me.
Yeah, we've been working on it for a long time. So we have we only put the first sales course out in August, the Sell It Like Serhant course that you can get if you go to my ryanserhant.com. There's a button right there for it. But so many people came to us when we put that out and said, listen, I'd love to learn how to sell, but I don't, I don't have my real estate license. And most people follow me, because of real estate, $1 million listing and all that. So we have I think we have 1,000 members right now that don't sell real estate. They sell like cars or sponsorships or insurance or their doctors or what have you. But then there's a lot of people who are like, how do I get my real estate license? So we finally figured out how to do it where we now have a package, and it's called the New Agent Sales Accelerator Program, where you get the course, you learn how to sell, set up your career, all the templates you could possibly need to be a brand new real estate agent, and you get your license. So that you don't take the test, right? The test, you have to take it with the Department of State, wherever you are. But we're starting in New York City. It's going to roll out this week. New York, sorry, in general, the state. And so anyone who's in New York, if they want to become a real estate agent, they can get their license and learn how to sell at the same exact time. And then you just go take your test, rock and roll, and you're ready to go all in one stop. And then slowly but surely, we'll start pushing out into other states and then hopefully other countries if I can figure it out.
Right on. And I'm a both type of person, an abundant person, and real estate's been something I've been involved with, good and bad, and learned my lessons for the last 30 years. Do you think it is still something that you can do as a side hustle, or should people like you stay completely focused on one thing?
It depends on your personality. I could never do this as a side hustle. I tried and I sucked at it. There's too much focus, too many, because it's not like a side hustle to me is like, you know what? I'm going to take these 5 pairs of sneakers and go sell them tonight, or I'm going to sell them on StockX, or I'm going to do, whatever. Real estate, no one's going to give you a listing if you don't do it full time. So if you want to do real estate as a side hustle, then you either need to partner up with someone who does it full time, or you're going to represent buyers, right? And try to do some deals. And then those people though, like no buyer is going to buy tomorrow, right? Sometimes they take a lot of time. Sometimes they move really quickly. You don't know. And so that's why it's a volume business, right? It's about having as many balls in the air as you possibly can. And that's kind of how it works. But I don't know. I've had some very good side hustle agents. I've had a couple people who work at investment banks who are totally crazy people, right? They've got energy like up the ass, and like 5 a.m. and 8 p.m. to midnight, they're just doing real estate. And then during the day, they're trading with their like 15 computer screens. And then on the weekends, they're showing and they're doing open houses and stuff. For them, it worked. That sounds like a lot on the brain for me. But for other people, it typically doesn't work. What I would say is sometimes you gotta burn your boats, right? You gotta burn the boat, and you gotta figure out how to swim. And it's the only way you can find real success.
That's all. Now, one thing I know about your course, which I really like, is they're obviously affordable. But yeah. I've never had my broker's license. I have a law degree. I bought over $100 million in real estate in my life, but as a customer. But I've used realtors, and I think people discount realtors because it's not my core competency, right? I don't have the attention plus the intention to do it. But should someone just, your house or your home or commercial property or whatever you're going to buy just for yourself, it's the biggest purchase of your life. It can make or break you. I know, I'm 52. I have tons of friends that bought one property when they were 20 something and have continually upgraded, own 2 homes in an office building, and are multimillionaires because of those 3 purchases. Or even better, I had a pasta friend, made $200,000 a year selling pasta, and then 20 million on his building when he retired, right? Because he bought his building, right? Yeah. He worked his whole life doing the business. He didn't care about the business because he made 20 million on the building.
It's like that movie. It's like it's McDonald's, right? McDonald's isn't a food company; it's a real estate company.
Yeah. And your course though gives that background for people that you're going to make your biggest purchase, whether you want to be an agent or not. Your courses will help people understand the business. I saw a kid 13 that was saying, "What do I need to know about real estate?" That's what I think. Whether you're in New York or not, your courses give you these great common sense pieces of advice about how it all fits together and who you can ask for help.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thanks for saying that. But listen, I think there is no better job out there than sales, right? Being a salesperson, not having a salary, being commissioned, your success is your client's success, right? And vice versa. And I tell that to all my clients too. If they're like, well, I don't know if I'm going to use a realtor. I'm like, listen, I work for you for free, until you decide what we're doing together and what I've done is successful for you. You don't have to pay me by the hour. There's no set fees. There's nothing, right? I literally work for free every day until hopefully something goes right. Like that's the best type of person you want working for you. Like I have, money managers. They don't fucking work for free. Even if my money goes down, I see the damn little thing. Now, listen, I work for clients all the time selling their properties where, they will take a loss. I don't force them to take a loss. I bring them the absolute best offers I possibly can. And if it makes sense for them to take the loss that year, they take it, right? And I found the buyer, and good thing I found the buyer at that dollar amount instead of that dollar amount, right? But I think that, salespeople and real estate agents in general, right, are really there to help you build generational wealth. There's a lot of places you can make an income, but real estate is a great place to build like real wealth, like your pasta guy.
Yeah, like Pasta Guy or me. I've rebuilt it in a different way. I spent so much time trying to be a real estate guy instead of just using my common sense and owning what I use. Last thing, with what's going on in the compressed side, what one piece of mindset advice, because you're born with a quantum happiness gene, you're successful at whatever you do. I keep seeing these quotes like, you're a great actor. Dude, Ryan Serhant would be great at whatever he does. But what's your key tip to mindset?
Oh, man. Dude, it is, you have a choice every day. You can look out the window and see the sun shining, or you can look out the window and see the rain pouring. And I choose sun every day. And even if it's raining and I can't see the sun, that rain is going to make shit grow. Thank God we don't have a drought. Life is too short, right? This is the shortest life we're ever going to live. Misery loves bullshit company, right? I want to surround myself with people that are excited to be alive. And I think this moment we're going through in time right now shows us that more than ever, right? I think everybody here knows somebody who's been sick or somebody who's died from this, and that's and I think we just have to take every day one at a time and be excited and live life to its fullest, man. That's the best mindset advice I could give.
I love it. I always say rain and pain bring good chi or good luck. That's the only way to look at it, right? So, and you've been good luck for me, man. Anything I can do, I appreciate you. Make sure you get his courses, his books, and watch him on TV. He's
good luck on Friday. You kill it.
Thank you, my friend. Take care.
All right,
Take
man.
care.
See ya.
Bye-bye. What a great guy. Winners win, and winners have the must be what they can be attitude, and always he's his own chief betterment officer. He's making everything better. I appreciate everybody jumping onto this midday Instagram Live with the unbelievable Ryan Serhant. Please come to my sales training for free on Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I've pinned my text number to join, 949-298-2905. Go ahead, register. And we're not selling anything except for our friends. We're only selling the good stuff, the Ryan Serhant programs and others. But it's all 5 to Thrive. How to thrive in your life economically and personally. It's a system I've used for over 30 years with great success, and others taking feedback and input from them. Appreciate everybody. Please join me Friday. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Take care.